Back to the field.
Yeah, what's good? It's your boy Black.
Sock Passe, it's your boy Jay.
What's going on? It's your boy A-Max Rich.
And we'd like to welcome you to the 9th installment of
Keep in Mind.
Wavy.
Episode 9, bitches.
Episode 9.
We here.
Yeah, we're definitely here. It's a hot-ass day.
It is.
Yes.
I try my best to keep this room cool, you know what I mean? And
Blazing hip-hop.
it's still blazing hip-hop and R&B. What's it called? We have a couple guests here today.
Absolutely.
We have the young
Taylor.
and
Bianca.
all right. What made you guys want to come on to the show today?
Honestly, I've been waiting to come on this show. I've been hearing the hot news on the streets.
We bubbling out here?
Yeah.
Bianca, how do you would you like to say how you know Bianca and everything like that?
No, let them introduce themselves. Guys, where you from? You know what I'm saying? What you represent, what you guys are doing now. These are young college students right now doing their thing, so, you know, I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yeah. Alright, my name is Bianca Benjamin. I'm currently a student at Morgan State University. I'm a senior. I played ball most of my life, and that's what we're here to talk about.
Word.
My name is Taylor. I'm from Freeport. I go to St. Peter's, and I'm a D1 athlete. I play basketball.
Hey, respect for that. I'm gonna snap for that.
What's up?
And just a little tidbit. B is my wife's younger sister, my sister-in-law, pretty much. My little sister, I like to call her. So I've known her since she was 5 years old. So. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited to have her here as a senior in college. It's like watching my little sister grow up. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
It's
That's
crazy.
beautiful.
Crazy. So,
I think I met her when she was going to college, like her senior year in high school.
bruh, it was yesterday.
It does feel like that.
I'm telling you, time goes by, man.
That shit is nuts.
And I must say, Bianca was like one of the first people that kind of like, as a young person, challenged me to the point where when I was dating her sister, she wasn't feeling me at first because again I would be the one to come in and take her sister away, and she was like, I'm not feeling this dude. But then I had to like sit down with her and just be like, yo, B, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm feeling your sister. We're adults. This is what we do. We go on dates. I'm gonna be your friend. I'm a part of the family. I'm gonna be a part of your family too. So after a while, she warmed up to me, and Bianca's been like, again, a little sister, man. She definitely has shown me a lot as far as like what the young generation has in their mindset, what they're motivated by, what they think about, and it's I'm proud. I'm happy to say that we kind of in good hands. I'm not gonna lie.
So basically, what Jerry's saying is I make him better. We got that established.
All the women in my life make me better.
Man. That's what I got.
All the women in my life make me better, man. Deadass.
That's what's up. Alright, so we're gonna start. We wanna cause you guys play sports.
Yep.
Play basketball at that. So we want to talk a little bit about how do you see women in sports? How do you see it like today from maybe 10 years ago when y'all probably just started playing? How do you see it developing more? And are you guys happy with it, or do you guys think it should be further along than what it is right now?
Start with you, T.
I think female sports are getting more noticed because the last March Madness NCAA tournament, the women's game got the most views out of the women's and men's side, and that was like the most views ever.
Talk about it.
So
I definitely noticed the interest in sports on the female side has picked up over the years as well, which is really cool because women are playing younger. Before it was more so like, oh, let me pick up this sport in high school and just, do it for fun as a hobby. But now they're understanding, the potential that you can have in the sport, and it's getting more traction. So now I like it. I like where it's going. And especially like 2K now, they got the women's side on the 2K.
That's dope. I like that.
I think that's so dope.
That is dope.
Yeah,
That is dope.
college level and professionally.
And do you play in college, B?
No, currently I'm actually the manager at Morgan State University, so it gives me an opportunity to get the back seat, the office.
On the back end.
On the back end. So it's really cool to see that aspect. I work closely with the coaches in recruitment, and I work with the players. So being a peer as well, it helps me to understand where they're coming from and where the coaches are coming from.
Always keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to actually play the sport. You could always be, like a coach 100%. Or and there's plenty of opportunity there as well So some people are like, all right, well, if I don't play the game well, or I don't play it to a level that's gonna get me to the big league, then you could always think about all of the surrounding positions and all of the support that the players do need, where you could find a home very easily as well.
Very true. Like you said, managers, assistant coaches,
Yeah,
trainers.
Absolutely.
You like sports. You like sports.
You might find that you like
it's
that.
1,000 jobs. It's 1,000 jobs in it.
Absolutely.
Keep your mind open.
Keep your mind open. Keep your mind.
That should be more.
Keep your mind open
and keep your mind.
All right. So where do you play at?
St. Peter's in Jersey City.
Okay, D1. And how do you like that? How are you with playing D1 ball?
The first year was obviously interesting because COVID and everything wasn't the same. We played back-to-back games, so we would play Friday and Saturday, the same team. And then we would have travel days. I don't know. It just wasn't really a great experience, but I feel like this upcoming season should be better.
Okay, and I have actually a question based on a few weeks ago. We had an episode where Black said he was capable of challenging, if not beating, a D1 player, especially a D1 player in college.
Black is like,
and you played D1 basketball, and as an untrained in the sense of at that professional, at that level of playing athlete, how do you feel about that? What do you think about that? That somebody who really hasn't played D1 basketball.
Let the camera see you. I don't think the camera see you.
Hasn't ever played D1 basketball? You've been playing since you was what, 5?
Yeah, like 4.
Since 4 years old.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like a lot of men say that all the time, and it's really disrespectful. But anyways, we'll leave it at that.
You hear that? You heard it here first. All right. It's disrespectful, Black.
I'm willing to play.
He is. He's saying that he's willing to play, and he will actually go hard. So you need to actually bring your A game. I respect that. I respect that.
I didn't say D1. I bet WNBA.
We did say WNBA, but I remember saying, "Yo, let me see what you do with a D1 player, and then we could talk WNBA." You know what I'm saying?
The one thing I'm gonna have to say about that is that one thing that a lot of people have to recognize, especially when it comes to females, especially who make it to the professional leagues, they play against men their whole lives. So technically, that's their training.
Yeah.
Like they're trained to learn how to pick it up. You ain't gonna go up against a Simone Augusta and think it's gonna
Nah,
be
but
easy,
then you see like those. I gave like Simone and the Candaces. I don't got no work for them. Like. I know that.
I got some girls in Morgan that might give you some work.
You see, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing.
He is doing. I'm telling you right
willing.
now, especially if you got the. I mean, of course, we're gonna keep in mind that no one wants to get like injured or anything like that. So
no. I'm not.
I'm not
trying to hurt
just
nobody.
on the off season, if somebody's willing 100%. To play Black 1-on-1,
play
we will make an event out of this. All right, we will make sure that we show the world.
By the way, people on the live are asking y'all to show yourselves on the live as well. On the phone. Say hi on the phone.
Hey y'all.
All right. Say
Follow
hi.
me, boy.
Yeah, that's Instagram. If y'all want to give your tags.
So give your tags, by the way. Absolutely, yeah. If y'all want to.
If y'all want to.
Later we'll add it to
if y'all want to, but yeah. So that was just my question. I just wanted to verify.
That's 100%. That's 100%.
This is our first D1 player.
I'm down with that.
First
So
D1 player.
We need to keep getting them. You should tell your friends that play D1.
Yeah, whoever. They come home.
The seniors, all of that.
Yeah, they come home and they want to play.
Tell them we got somebody who want to play them.
Come on.
You know what's interesting about sports though? Like the conferences.
Right.
I wanted to get into the conferences. Like.
Okay.
So Morgan is in the MEAC conference, and you're in the
MAC.
Yeah, I'm in the MAC they're conference. Both D1. It's just like they gotta compete to get to the final
Morgan's
round.
D1 too.
Yeah, Morgan's D1. Morgan has
dope.
to get to the. You have to get to the top to compete against each other. So in order for me to see Taylor School, unless it's an off-season game that the coaches have scheduled, we would need to make it to the NCAA.
To even that level to that to that level. All right, that's what's up.
Basketball I just and football are like the $1 million sports.
What was that, Rich? That I just heard. Just curious.
What time was it?
Listen,
What time
we're not even talking about anything.
Okay, guys.
We're not talking about anything before this podcast started.
Wait, hold on.
All right?
That
We're
wasn't
not
even-
talking about anything before this
I don't think that
podcast
was me.
started.
That was definitely me.
That was not even me. Exactly.
That wasn't me. You know, my phone don't even make it.
Anyways.
Oh shit, that was me.
So anyway. All right, so yeah, so we spoke about that. So another thing we want to discuss, there's a kind of like an age gap in between us, as Jerry said. You know, you guys are a lot younger, and we wanted to talk about the differences between dating now and opposed to 15 years ago.
Yeah, what is the world of relationships like now?
Like right now, like what is a relationship? Because I remember like growing up, like you weren't dating a girl if you didn't ask her like, yo, do you want to go out with me?
Absolutely.
Like you had to ask her that.
It was the check
like,
yes or no box.
Yes, like
I mean, it was definitely that.
Now, like, you know, you ask some younger women, he'd be like, you know, when did he ask you out? And she would just be like, oh, you know, we just started messing around at this time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was never really.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like, you think that that's when you're in the relationship is when you start messing around.
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot of cross signals that way. I see what you're saying.
Is that important to you guys?
It's important to me.
We'll start with you, B. Absolutely.
Yeah. As far as dating, I'd say I'm very like old-fashioned, being that I'm the youngest of 4, and the oldest is like 15 years older than me. So my experiences with relationships are typically like old-fashioned, where it's like, yo, I need to make it very clear what we're doing beforehand. Like, I'm not in the guessing games. But
Okay.
I can definitely see with my generation, that's a thing.
Okay.
It's really normal for us to just be talking, and then there's no really like, will you be my girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you assume, and then you just run with it.
Okay.
And is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Yeah? Do you guys like feel like there's nothing wrong with that, or do you kind of hope it was like the olden times, or I don't.
So I don't think that it's too far, honestly. I think the courting system is just a bit different. Like, it leaves more room for confusion, and it also allows people to do what they want freely, because then I could always throw that thing at you like, oh,
you never clarified.
Yeah, you never clarified you was my man, and and everybody's so choky, so it's like, whoa, man, girl, whoa. So it's like,
right
now I can do what I want.
Let's not put titles on this.
So
let's
not put titles on
it
this.
still leaves room for bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
Definitely.
I get it.
If you're not a bullshitter, you're not going to deal with that. But
Especially with the world of technology now, you know, it's like it's completely different. Some people I know, I've spoken to this girl who said like she mainly has just a texting relationship with like her like they link up when they need to do what they need to do, and they text the entire rest of the time.
No phone call.
There's no phone call. Like if anybody gets a call, they feel like that's weird, and I'm like, that is strange that you're not talking to the person that you are with, you know. And I just feel like it's different, but in a lot of ways it's the same, you know.
I agree 100% because we used to have to be on the phone for hours.
After 7. Oh, well, call me after 9, and then it was after 7 when Sprint came
before
through.
that.
For high school,
I'm talking about landline.
Landline?
Yeah.
When you have to be around the wall, he was like, yo, what's up? So what you doing?
You be in the
Yo,
kitchen,
hang
you laying
up.
on the kitchen floor, like landline.
With your feet up, like,
yeah.
yo, but what would you have done if I kissed you at school today? What would you have done? Yo, I gotta get off the phone, Mom. Come on.
Hey, everybody
phone.
try. I had mad siblings too.
I
Everybody
don't think I even got to do that shit.
You did not? What?
Nah.
Oh my
talking
gosh.
on the landline was a very short-lived thing for me.
Damn.
Yeah, like honestly, because
You hop right into cell phones?
Nah, honestly, to be honest, I just did talk to chicks when I was home, like that
Mm.
until cell phones, just because I didn't want the embarrassment.
Oh,
My
nah,
mom
bro.
picking up
Nah,
the phone
bro.
like,
My parents
"Nisha!"
was all up. They was all up in my business. Exactly.
Yeah,
So I had to get a cell phone.
I didn't want that to happen at all.
Bro, I had to take
had
that
to get-
embarrassment
Nah, I'm not taking that.
because everybody was getting it.
I
It wasn't
know,
just
but
you.
See, that's different.
Know what I mean?
You got to wear nice sneakers in high school, and
Yo,
I wore. You remember, nigga? I used to wear Reeboks for a long time. I used to wear Reeboks.
And now them shit is in style, right?
Nigga, not for me. My name is Air Max Rich. There's a reason for that.
My man said I had to wear Reebok. Yo, I got you beat. I used to have them damn samurai shirts with the lion laying on the side and the chick and the geisha chick.
The Hawaiian Sophie Fame shirt?
The short sleeve button up shirt.
The anime ones.
The off-brand anime shits, and those were and they were always 2 sizes too big, my nigga, because it was my big brother's. Bruh, come on, let's not talk about that.
Don't lie.
Let's not talk about those days.
Don't lie. The first time you got one, you was like, "Oh my god, this shirt is so fire."
I thought it was fire.
Then your first was like, then one of your friends
somebody
like,
saw it, yo, you mad whack, boy, and I was like, what you mean? Yo, this is a geisha.
Because I used to see them. I never bought one of them because I had one like you.
Yeah, I was the friend.
I used to.
What the fuck are you wearing?
He's like,
I like anime too. I would have did it.
No, I would have completely. I do that shit now. I'll be on some, yo, this joint look fire. I'll wear that joint with no problems now.
I'm not wearing no anime shit.
Is sliding in your DMs an acceptable form of hollering at you?
Yes.
If they look good. If they're attracted to
me. To me, it is. It's about how you do it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's many approaches. It just depends on how you come at me. Yeah.
Okay. So it's okay. So it's we're worried about like the finesse more so than the
action
quality of. I'm curious because a corny. You would say a corny person. I would imagine that a corny person would be someone who's way more genuine and not really like able to kind of finesse their way into a conversation with you. So they might be a little more corny, but at the same time, like those are probably the best candidates, rather than somebody who knows how to finesse you on the DMs. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing this shit for a while. Right. So it's like my question is like the different approach has to be like something slick that is said on the DMs, or it's like if someone is embarrassed and they can't really like talk to you the way that you'd be like, nah, you definitely could have came at me a different way, but will you still kind of give them that if you got the feeling that maybe they're corny but they might still be genuine?
Yeah. I'd rather genuine over finesse.
Oh, okay. All right. Because that's important. Because a lot of people just be saying like, I just need to be slick.
What if they finessing you with fake genuineness?
Here we go.
Yeah, genuine.
What if they hit you with that?
No one can.
I'm just a nice guy and all that, and then
if they sound like that, Rich.
I'm
just a nice guy. According to Air Max Rich, all corny, genuine people sound like that, or fake, genuine people sound like that.
Air Max Rich didn't say that. Blue Jerry Pie 114 just assumed that himself.
Even if they come in the DMs on some like, hey, what's up, like, how are you, like, literally just like that. But there be some dudes.
Why did you
had a side conversation over there?
Yeah.
Y'all got the bottle of it? Yeah. You didn't get to introduce yourself, young lady, off camera.
Am I?
No, you can speak from where you at, and we'll hear you.
No, she can come in.
Oh yeah.
Nick not here.
Oh right, okay. Tell him your name.
Okay, so my name is Alicia.
You're gonna have to.
Alicia, okay.
Bring it up a little.
Like, what is it?
We were talking about the relationship stuff. I wanted to ask you about because I consider you part of the generation that is dating differently.
I'm a little in between, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm about to turn 25. I'm old.
Shit.
That's cute.
It's an interesting topic because remember I was in a relationship for a long time, and then now I actually got into the dating, and I was confused just as much as I would assume that you guys were. So when me and my ex were dating, we had the whole talk on the phone, chill all night. But at one point in time we were long distance, so we were always on the phone. We were always just old school, as you would say.
I'm seeing that a lot of that as well. After you said that, a lot of people are doing long distance relationships and kind of making that work as like better than I know I would have been able to back in the day. Like if you weren't within a 3-block radius, like you were completely far from me. For me. But I see people making the long distance thing work a lot more, and a lot more. Like I'm seeing it a lot more often now, which is interesting. So. All right. So, are you doing the whole on? Are any of you guys? I want to go around the room on like Plenty of Fish or what's the other ones?
Tinder.
Tinder.
I actually did
all
make a
that.
Tinder, but I made a Tinder a long time ago, and it was not for dating purposes. It was really because I was on a trip in Paris, and I didn't know how to talk to people my age. Like, it's not the same shit that you learn in school.
This is
Absolutely.
They don't teach you how to text and stuff. So the first guy I matched with, he was like, "Why are you talking?"
Back to the fair one day, you feel me? Fight and shake hands, facts. Straight up. Yo. They telling me solitude is the greatest drug. I'm here to vouch for them, nigga, I'm high as fuck. I'm here to avoid people that make a buck. Spread a message, get in my way, nigga, don't try your luck. I don't roll with no shooters, nigga, I clench my fist. And when I swing, click, pow, it's a 40 clip. I don't need to end your life to get my point across. The only point is you lost, and I'm your fucking boss. I never understood interest in other niggas' women. Don't get it twisted, if she comes to me, then she could get it. So if I fuck the girl, just know that I ain't worked for it. Why you mad at me? You should give her all the credit. I don't trust niggas who never say no to me. I know I'm not always right, my nigga, just disagree. Cause if I'm doing mad dumb shit and you fucking peep and say nothing, then you as good to me as an enemy. A little criticism does not mean you a hater. It means slap me now so I don't die later. If you my mans, have my back like a spinal cord. So we